Hey, beautiful soul. Oh, welcome to Soulful Saturdays with Saylor. Around here, we cut through the noise, ditch the fluff, and dive straight into what matters: spiritual wellness, radical self acceptance, and unapologetic soulful living. Each week, I'll bring you truth with a side of sass, reflections that wake you up, and reminders that you are glorious. So, whether you've got your journal, your coffee, or that wild, messy bun, you are exactly where you need to be. You know, something I hear women say all the time, I feel like I'm behind. Behind in healing, behind in life, behind in figuring things out. Maybe you thought you'd be further along by now. Maybe you thought you'd have the answers by this age, or the relationship, or the peace, or the career that finally feels like you. And yet here you are, looking around, comparing yourself to everyone else, wondering, did everyone else get the instruction manual except me? And beautiful soul, I've been there. I know that voice. That little whisper that tells you you're late, you're slow, you're not enough. And let me tell you something straight up. That voice, it's not wisdom. Nope, not even close. That's comparison. Sneaky, whispery, tricky comparison. Comparison has this a sneaky little talent of making us believe that everyone else is ahead, that everyone else has life figured out, that somehow we are behind schedule. And here's the thing: comparison doesn't steal your joy, it steals your trust. Trust in yourself, trust in your journey, trust in your timing. Because when we're busy comparing our Because when you're busy comparing yourself to someone else's highlight reel, you miss what actually is happening in your own life. Think about it. That late night moments that you stayed up crying, the mornings you woke up and whispered a little prayer of guidance, the times you took a deep breath and showed up anyway, even when it was hard. All of that counts. All of that matters. All of that is progress, even if it doesn't look shiny or perfect from the outside. And beautiful soul, here's the juicy truth. Sometimes what feels like I'm behind is actually right on time. Yes, you heard me, right on time. Healing doesn't run on clocks. Growth doesn't punch a time card. Becoming, becoming the woman you're meant to be, it doesn't happen on someone else's schedule. It happens on readiness. Your heart, your soul, your life, they have their own rhythm. A rhythm that doesn't care about what your friends, your coworkers, your neighbor, or even Instagram thinks. A rhythm that aligns perfectly with the lessons you need to learn, the strength you need to build, and the love you need to receive, all at exactly the right moment. So today, my beautiful soul, we're going to start thinking differently. We're going to start trusting ourselves, trusting our hearts, trusting our timing. Because here's the truth: you are not late. You are not behind. You are unfolding exactly as you should. And that, my friend, is where the magic begins. This is our episode on trusting our timing. So let's talk about something that quietly steals our peace. Already mentioned it. You probably already forgot it, but it's comparison. That's right, comparison. Now, comparison doesn't usually walk into your life loudly. Oh, no. It's sneakier than that. It slips in while you're scrolling on your phone. It shows up when someone announces a promotion or an engagement or a new house, or they post one of those perfect life pictures that makes you go, wait, how are they doing all that? And before you even realize what's happening, your brain goes straight to, well, clearly, I should be there by now, too. And just like that, comparison has you questioning your life, your progress, sometimes even your worth. Now, let me say something here that might feel a little like a deep exhale. You are comparing your inside story to someone else's highlight reel. You're looking at the outside of their life, the polished parts, the filtered parts, the parts that are comfortable showing the world. But you don't see the other side. You don't see their doubts. You don't see the nights they laid awake, wondering if they were doing the right thing. You don't see the tears, the therapy sessions, the moments they almost gave up. And yet somehow we take that tiny slice of their life and use it as evidence that we are behind. And beautiful soul, that math does not work. And here's something I've learned on this journey of my own life. And let me tell you, after a few decades of this beautiful spinning planet, I've learned a few things. Your timeline is sacred, not random, not wrong, not late, sacred. There are lessons that you cannot rush. There are moments of growth that only happen when your heart is ready to hear them. And sometimes life slows down on purpose. Because if everything happened all at once, you wouldn't have the emotional muscle to hold it. Yeah, think about that for a second. There are pieces of healing that unfold slowly because your heart needs time to understand them. Some wisdom only arrives after you've lived through something. Not read about it, not heard a podcast about it. Well, okay, except for mine, just saying. Um, but actually lived it. And yes, sometimes that progress takes longer than we want. Because let's be honest, most of us want our healing the way we want our coffee, fast and convenient, and preferably ready in about 90 seconds. But growth doesn't work like that. Growth isn't a microwave dinner. It's more like a crock pot. Low, slow, and exactly when it's ready. And if you've ever used a crock pot, you know something interesting. You can't rush it. You can't lift the lid, even though you do, um, because you just want to check on it, right? Uh, you can stir it, but the truth is the same. It's going to be ready when it's ready. And your life works the same way. Your healing works the same way. Your becoming works the same way. The wisdom that you're gaining right now, it's seasoning the life that you're stepping into. So the next time your brain whispers that little story, I should be further along by now, I want you to pause for a moment. I want you to take a breath and Remind yourself of something important. You are not behind. You are only right now unfolding right on time. Now, here's where things start to get a little interesting because sometimes what we call delay is actually divine timing. Yeah, let that sit for a second. Sometimes the very thing we're frustrated about, the thing that we think we should have happened by now, the opportunity that didn't come, the relationship that didn't work, the door that stayed stubbornly closed was never a punishment. It was protection or preparation or even both. Now, I know that can be hard to hear when you're standing right in the middle of it. Because when you're in the waiting season, it feels uncomfortable. It feels confusing. Sometimes it feels unfair. You start asking those questions that we've all asked at some point. Why is this taking so long? What am I doing wrong? Did I miss my chance? But life has a way of revealing something powerful when we look backwards. Have you ever looked back at something that didn't happen when you wanted it to and later realized, oh, wow, thank goodness that didn't happen then? Because the truth is, earlier, you weren't the woman you are now. Earlier, you didn't have the wisdom. Earlier, you didn't have the boundaries. Earlier, you didn't have the clarity. And earlier, you might have accepted something that today you would have never tolerated. Life wasn't withholding from you, life was growing you. Sometimes that pause isn't punishment, sometimes the pause is preparation. Preparation for the woman you're becoming. Preparation for the opportunities you're going to handle differently now. Preparation for the love that you're going to recognize and the kind that you won't settle for anymore. Because growth changes how we show up. It changes what we allow. It changes what we say yes to. And sometimes the very thing you're waiting for needs the version of you that's still forming. So life gives you time, not as a delay, but as a gift. Now, I know waiting isn't always comfortable. Trust me, I've had my share of moments where I've looked up at the universe and said something along these lines. Okay, any time now would be great. But here's what I've learned. Life isn't late. Life is precious. And life is precise. And the things meant for you have a way of arriving when your heart is strong enough to receive them and wise enough to keep them. So if you're in the season where things feel slow, where answers feel like they're taking their sweet time, where you're wondering if something bigger is ever going to unfold for you, let me offer you this little Saylor truth bomb. The pause you're standing in right now, it may be very well be life preparing you for something you couldn't have handled a year ago. Not because you were weak, but because you were still becoming. And becoming takes time. Beautiful time, sacred time, exactly the kind of time that turns experiences into wisdom. So, beautiful soul, let's get real for a minute or two or a few. Let's get real for a few moments. I want you to think about something for a minute. Is there an area of your life where you keep telling yourself, I should be farther along? Maybe it's healing from a relationship that broke your heart. Maybe it's finally feeling confident in your own skin. Maybe it's finding your purpose or stepping into a career that lights you up. Maybe it's simply learning to like yourself again, fully and unapologetically. Whatever it is, I want you to pause right now, just breathe, and acknowledge it. Because here's the thing, when we say, I should be farther along, what we're really saying is, I don't trust myself. I don't trust my timing. I don't trust the process. And that, my dear, it's exhausting. I want you to imagine flipping that story on its head. And instead of saying, I should be farther along, say, I am exactly where my soul needs to be me to be right now. Feel that. That's right. I am exactly where my soul needs me to be right now. Feel it. There's a little sigh that happens inside you when you say it out loud. A little softening, a little permission. Because here's the truth about timelines. There's no universal schedule for healing, for growth, for love, for success. There's only your schedule, your sacred, slow, beautiful unfolding. And let me tell you something else. The pauses, the waiting, the why isn't it happening yet moments, they are all part of your story, all part of your preparation, all part of the woman that you're becoming. So here's my invitation for you, you beautiful soul. Take a piece of paper and I want you to make your notes and I want you to write down one story that keeps playing in your mind, that I should be further along. Now gently rewrite it. Rewrite it with trust. Rewrite it with compassion. Rewrite it with a little Sailor sass, if you like, because we all need some sass to remind us that we're alive. Maybe it looks like this. I am exactly where I need to be, and my life is unfolding in a way that serves my highest good. Say that out loud to yourself. Let it sit. Let it feel different. Let it land. Because when you begin to trust your timing, when you begin to honor your timeline, you stop fighting life. You stop rushing. You stop comparing. And the beauty of that, my friend, that's when the real magic starts. The kind of magic that feels like relief. The kind that feels like freedom. The kind that makes you lean back in your chair and think, oh, okay, I get it now. I really get it. I really do. And the best part, you don't have to have it all figured out. You just have to show up for yourself, step by step, breath by breath, trust by trust, because your journey, your sacred journey is yours. And it's unfolding exactly as it should be. All right, beautiful soul. Here's where we can take all of that reflection and bring it home. I want you to take and feel this deep down. Your timing is perfect. That's right. You heard me. It's perfect. Not late, not wrong, not slow, perfect. Every pause you've experienced, every delay that made you squirm, every why isn't it happening yet moment has been shaping your heart, shaping your courage, shaping your wisdom. Because when life slows down, it's not punishing you, it's preparing you for better opportunities, stronger boundaries, and a clearer vision, preparing you to step into your life with confidence, grace, and that unique sparkle, your unique sparkle only you have. And here's something juicy. Trusting your timing doesn't mean sitting around waiting. It means showing up where you are right now and living with intention. It means honoring your pace even when it feels slow to the world. It means releasing the story that you're behind because that story, it's not yours, it's someone else's. And when you embrace that truth, something shifts. Your shoulders are going to drop. Your mind is going to get quiet and your heart opens up. And suddenly life feels lighter, easier, more aligned. Because trusting your timing is really trusting yourself. So here is your Soulful Saturday nudge for the week. Your gentle but sassy reminder as you step into this week. Think about that one story that's been whispering in your ear. I should be further along. And here's what I want you to do. Are you ready? Let it go. That's right. Do it gently, lovingly, boldly. And I want you to replace it with this truth. My life is unfolding in the timing that serves my highest good. I want you to say it, breathe it, own it. And remember, sometimes the pause isn't punishment, it's preparation. It's preparing you. Sometimes the waiting isn't delay, it's divine. And every step you've taken, even the ones that you thought were mistakes, have led you right here, right where you're meant to be. So beautiful friends, beautiful souls, trust your timing, trust your heart, trust your compass, because your life is exactly where it needs to be. And you're exactly who you need to be to receive it. Yes. And that, my beautiful soul, is our episode on trusting your timing. Absolutely. Trust your timing. Thanks for tuning in, beautiful souls. Take this week to listen to the whispers and remember, your soul knows the way. Remember, it's all about trust. That's what we're talking about this month. Thank you for being here. And as you move through your week, carry this truth in your heart. You are worthy, you are radiant, and your presence matters. And never forget, stay soulful, stay sassy, stay you. I'll see you next Saturday, beautiful soul. Same time, same vibe, same glorious energy.